Hey, Belgium will play Morocco in the second game today in the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and the World Cup that gives shocks keeps giving them because Morocco have beaten Belgium 2-0. And it could have been 3, and the goal that's been disallowed is a 50-50 in my opinion. I have seen them given, it wasn't given, but we can discuss that. But their first goal is actually a carbon copy of the free kick that's disallowed. It's cheeky play. They've worked out Courtois is really lazy and sloppy on his near post, and that Belgium are not putting defenders on the posts either from these kind of whipped-in free kicks and corners. They are leaving their goal line a bit exposed, and Courtois staying very, very deep in the box, and he's not coming out to challenge to claim the ball. He's leaving it to his centre backs. So they've identified a weakness and exploited it. Belgium, poor. Best way I can describe Belgium: there was no pace, there was no intensity, poor movement, sloppy passing. Morocco set up in the first half to disrupt Belgium. They did that, but then they didn't actually have to do much disrupting because Belgium just were really lackluster for the whole game. The whole game, Belgium were poor. Morocco played themselves into the game. They got more energy. They're winning the 50-50 battles. When they get the ball in attack, they're doing it with a bit more pace. Admittedly, they're rushing a few plays, but you can see the intensity is there and the intent is there. And then, right on the stroke of half-time, they get the free kick that Hakim Ziyech, takes. Now, yes, the two players that go to challenge for the ball are offside. They don't touch the ball. Now, the referee on the field gave it as a goal. VAR says you want to check that. They still do not technically touch the ball, but are they interfering with the goalkeeper's line of sight? You could argue that. It's a 50-50. I have seen them given, and this is where the controversy around VAR sometimes. On-field referee feels happy that, hey, they haven't touched the ball. So technically, they haven't actually actively, physically got involved in that phase of play. However, we have seen that when a player is interfering inactively via blocking a defender or a goalkeeper's line of sight when a shot or a cross is coming in, this is the debate and the inconsistency. So it's a 50-50 call, that one. Morocco can feel hard done by. It's a well-worked free kick. They've obviously worked out Courtois is a little bit sloppy on his near post. They've obviously studied the footage of Courtois at both club and country for at least a couple of seasons. They've also worked out Belgium do not put defenders on the posts from those tight, angled free kicks and corners, which is what they will exploit in the second half as well. And they've worked out that Courtois will not come and challenge and claim for the ball in that kind of situation more often than not. So automatically, they've done their homework. Now, Courtois has been bailed out by VAR. He's had a nightmare. That is a shocking piece of goalkeeping. Regardless if the players are onside or offside, he has been bailed out by the video assistant referee. But here's the thing. They decide to repeat it from the other side of the pitch in the second half, and it pays off. Again, the same two centre-backs come forward. This time they time their runs a bit better, so they're actually onside. And again, he's had a nightmare at his near post. Again, there is no defender covering that near post. And again, he decides to stay on his line rather than try and claim the ball in the air and challenge for the ball a bit further out. Morocco have realised this. He's leaving a little bit too much of a gap with that near post, and it is a cheeky free kick from Abdulhamid Sibiri. They've worked this out. They've worked out the Ziyech will take from the right, Sibiri take from the left. Doesn't matter. They're going to target that near post area. They're going to have players running in. They've worked out that Vertonghen and the rest of the defensive line are a little bit slow in turning, and they've exploited it. And it's a very cheeky goal. It's a brilliant goal, actually, because they gave them a warning in the first half. Belgium didn't pick up that warning. They were sloppy in defence. Courtois had a nightmare there, and deservedly, Morocco won the luck. Should they have been 2? We'll leave that debate to you. If you watch the game or if you see the highlights, we'll leave the debate to you in regards to the VAR decision. I think it's a 50-50. It can be given as a goal, can be given as offside. You know, that's the inconsistency of the VAR and interpretation of the rules as well, because the referee gave that goal on the field. But the first goal is a carbon copy of the free kick that's disallowed in the first half. Then Belgium start getting desperate. Lukaku comes on. He's not fully fit. He's barely mobile. He was losing challenges in the air that you expect Lukaku to challenge for. He's got no runs off the ball. He's jogging at best. There's not a sprint from Lukaku. He's not fully fit. And this is the problem with having a mid-season World Cup for the European clubs, basically. Players are going to this tournament with injuries, and Lukaku did nothing when he came on. But suddenly Belgium get desperate. But they're still misplacing passes, they're still not focused, and Morocco realise, hey, we can counter-attack these guys, and they do. Except With this goal, because they gave him a few warnings with counter-attacks, but with this goal, it's straight up from the goalkeeper, first header, second phase, and Abdulhalal, who is part of the build-up play, Ziyech squares it back to him. Very similar to one of the Mbappe goals for France the other night. Player squares it back to Abdulhalal Ziyech, best player for Morocco today, and that is a bullet of a finish. Courtois is not stopping that. Belgium were rightly punished. They were lackluster, they were poor, they were lacking intensity. And then you have to ask the question, how many of these players will be at the Euros in a year and a half's time? And how many of these players will be around the Belgian squad for the Nations League and the qualifiers for said Euros? Could this be Roberto Martinez's last tournament? Because they have come up short too many times with a really talented group of players. And they're in peak age range now. Mid to late 20s, early 30s. They're at peak, when you peak as a player. And they were shocking today. Absolutely shocking. I can see Belgium being one of those big nations to fall early on. Maybe in the group stage, maybe at the second round. But Belgium, I was not impressed by them at all. They were shocking. Morocco fully deserved their 2-0 win. And it could and should have possibly been 3. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts on the game in the comment section below. And I'll have some more content for you very, very soon.